Welcome back to the Think, See, Listen YouTube channel, where I give it to you raw and uncut and uncensored and unedited and completely unprofessional. If you smell what Think, See, Listen is cooking. I want to talk about targeted individuals and medication and just give a testimony of my experience and just literally just tell you the story of what I went through. So, as a 17-year-old, I'm 31 by the way. 31 years old. I was born in 1990. Shout out to all my 90s kids that remember the world before the computers and before the cell phones. And when all of our. Oh, there's company. Oh, whoa, shit. We gotta. Oh, who's over? Who's coming over to my house? Now it's like, hey, I'm outside. Hey, I'm texting you. Hey, I'm outside because I'm scared to knock on your door. But we used to just knock on people's doors back in the day. I remember those days, man. It was so much better. And the money had the little faces on, the tiny little, smaller, I don't know. I got some cool old money recently. It just reminded me of all the old days, man. It's good times. But let me just tell you the story of me and medication. Because I got a hater telling me I need to be on medication. And I figure I could tell this story. And I got a subscriber on medication. And maybe this story will help her too. I'm not a doctor. I have literally no right to give you medical advice. I have no credentials, but this is my experience. I was 17 years old. Came down. I broke the heart of my high school sweetheart and began experiencing suicidal depression, and I didn't know what I did at the time, but like after realizing what harm I've done to somebody that I love, like it just sent me down a spiral of like I wanted to kill myself. I had visions of me dead. I question if it was, I rightfully deserved that shit for what I did. For what I did, I rightfully deserved to suffer. But I would never do these things to anybody. No matter how badly they're on me. I've never been a father, but as a 17-year-old, I was still in high school. I graduated at 17. Younger, one of the youngest in the class. Um, I broke the heart of my high school sweetheart, and I realized what harm I've done, and I decided that I hate myself now. And when I started, my parents helped me, like, oh, we need to get you to therapy. Oh, we need to get you to a doctor. Oh, and I got a therapist that literally I pretty much ended up giving him therapy the whole time. And then, like, he moved away to San Diego to go live his life, and we used to just talk about how much it sucks here, and he went and found a better life for himself. But the first psychiatrist he had like referred me to I remember being a 17-year-old boy, never experiencing this clinical depression, as it's called, which I literally picked up from my one of my friends. He was suicidally depressed, and I empathized, and I literally absorbed it. And he got to just forget, and I got to absorb. But he told me that I made a pact with the evil one back in the day that I want to hurt other people like you hurt me. And well, I don't know. I'm not gonna freaking blame anybody. I did deserve to, like, if I was a father and some shit-headed kid did this to my daughter, I don't know what I would do. I've never had that parental instinct kick in. That's another level. But I was depressed. I wanted to kill myself. I wished that I was dead. I would see visions of myself dead. And I got to this psychiatrist's office, and this woman, I told her, like, yeah, I broke the heart of my ex-girl, like my high school sweetheart, and I just hate myself for it, and I wish I was dead. And she called me a liar. She said, "You're such a liar." Because I also started smoking marijuana, but marijuana gave me great solace. For me, it has been a great blessing. It was a thing that I could use as a medication. I personally don't smoke regular marijuana anymore. I switched to the CBD and the Delta 8 stuff. Um, Currently, that's what I use, and I know that the Lord will deliver me from it, but yeah, it's a great blessing to me, honestly. At Pharmakia, pharmaceuticals. So I get referred to this psychiatrist. She calls me a liar. She puts me on Celexa and all these different drugs, and I just start gaining weight out the ass. Like, literally, I've always been a skinny dude. I had like my little scrawny six pack and my little scrawny little muscle because I'm a skinny guy, but muscular, athletic, skinny guy. And I gained about 60, 80 pounds, 100 pounds. And I just accept, alright, well, I'm just going to be a fat, old, lazy person. And I didn't gain any. It Instead of, like, alright, I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to die. It made it like, I don't want to. I don't want to die. But I don't really care about nothing. And I'm just going to be a fat, lazy person. And yeah, when the lady called me a liar, I cussed her out. I told her that you have no right to ever say these things. I came to you for help, and you have the audacity to call me a liar. I will never come back here. Um, I got referred to a different doctor, a different psychiatrist. And let me tell you this story, because maybe medication can help you to overcome, and like once you get into the mentality, like you just don't want to be dependent on pharmaceutical drugs, because these pharmaceutical companies are evil. They are made by psychopaths, and literally, like, these people have a sadistic agenda to like undermine the human race for their own benefit and to profit off of the slavery of mankind, and medication is a big part of it. When we are dealing with such heavy spiritual warfare, and I mean, we could question what it is. Who knows, man? There's patents from years and years and years ago. There's, I mean, who's to say what was what? It could all be witchcraft and black magic, or it could be a mixture. I believe there's technology that these sadistic people created, and I don't know if I think like the medication's part of it in a way where it's like you alter the brain chemistry of the person dealing with things that are you're normally supposed to act you're supposed to react negatively to psychological manipulation. That is a normal response. And I mean, I'm not saying that I was being manipulated, but I mean, knowing the capabilities of these technologies, you question, and knowing the people involved, like the father of this girl that I broke her heart, he was like a radio access network engineer for the AT&T company. And those people literally own like everything. I don't know, there's like 4 companies that own everything. They got like a patent on your mind. But yeah, I got put on different medications, different antidepressants, Zoloft, Celexa, Wellbutrin, Abilify. Wellbutrin and Abilify was like the last drugs I was taking. And I had this Indian doctor, and I remember I quit taking the Abilify drug because I was feeling really great, and I was like, I can finally I don't need to take this stuff anymore. And I got to the office, and I'm like, hey man, I've been doing really great. I was been even able to stop taking this drug, and I was wondering if you could help me to quit taking this drug, like the Zoloft or the Wellbutrin or whatever. It's basically just fluoride. Fluoride, man, it kills your damn brain. The Nazis used it in the concentration camps because they cared about people's teeth. But I told him that